YouTube videos about electrical safety, EICRs and LED lighting. Now today we are celebrating some amazing news, and actually today is WFP's 90th birthday as well, so what a day to be doing this video on.
Cakes and donuts.
Yeah, cakes and donuts.
Cakes and donut day. Love that.
We are celebrating Ricky in particular today as well, because last week we headed up to Birmingham, the Edgbaston Stadium cricket ground, which I hope I'm saying correctly, for the On the Tools Awards. A big shout out to On the Tools, because we are so grateful for Ricky's wins, which were not just one award, but two, as you can see here. So he bagged Electrician of the Year and Tradesperson of the Year. The last one being a complete surprise, because basically everyone that sort of applied and put their hat in the ring for.
I like the way it's like, one was surprised, the other one was expecting. They were both surprises.
I've got to say, I had a really good gut feeling about Electrician of the Year, and then when Tradesperson of the Year came up, and I saw Ricky Howell, it took me a second. You were already up on stage, and I was still reacting, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's such a great achievement. Ricky's only been with us since May this year, but you've made such an incredible impact, and you know, we're just so proud of you, really. So yeah, hands together everyone, I suppose. If you want to tell us a little bit about how you feel about it all, and the emotional journey that you sort of had leading up to it, and then when you actually got the awards as well.
You know me, I'm awful for this.
I'm too modest.
And you know what, if I hope Gary's watching this, so Gary Hayes, so when I won Electrician of the Year with Fixed Radio in 2019. I don't know if you've seen this video, but I went to, I can't remember the name of the college now, Electrician College, for Gary Hayes, who now does eFix.
Right.
So I met Gary and Joe Robinson at the time. They'd done GSH, and obviously GSH Electrical is the YouTube channel, so check it out at eFix. But yeah, so we sat down, I sat on the stall, and it was pretty much the same. You know, we had this interview about winning the award, and at the time, you know, it was when I was doing the podcast stuff with Sam, and I said, you know, I won this award, and it's really got to be split between two of us, because you know, I won it for, you know, doing a union and I'd done all that with Sam at the time. So, and much like this, I had to pay things down. I'm like, yeah, I won, but so you nominated me, so that done this amazing write-up, really, like, obviously you had something to write about, really, but I always find it hard to just accept that you've won something, Rick. You know, I always think, I would have won if you had done a good write on this and that, but it's always difficult to get up on the stage, and because of the way I am anyway. But Tradesperson, I did have to fight back. I was a bit choked up.
Yeah.
You know, I was speaking to obviously Julie, my wife, who couldn't come with us. We say, you know, the kids will be proud of this, and that's the stuff that gets me, that chunks you up. You know, when you think your kids are proud of something you've done. So yeah, it was incredible, and it was a great night as well.
It was brilliant.
There were fire breathers outside, and people on stilts, and obviously Band of Builders was there, so they on the tour sponsored Band of Builders charity, which I'm massive for Band of Builders. We'll probably talk a little bit about them, but massive advocate for everything they do anyway.
Yeah.
And you know what, I forgot, obviously because I'm not, ironically, it's on the tools. I'm not on the tools much anymore, because, you know, like when you start your own company, or in this case when I'm running a division, you're focusing on getting the next job in, customer satisfaction, this and that. So actually you step away from the tools, you start managing the projects more. And you start to forget a little bit, or certainly I did, of like, what's it mean to be a tradesman? And what does that mean? And it's almost, I can only describe being a tradesman and being in that environment, when it's good, when it's the best environment, you know, because there's a lot of down days when you're on the tools, if you're on construction sites, and it can be pretty grim at times, but when you're band together, I can only describe it as being like, probably massively over the top. It must have been what it was like to be like when you was doing the First World War in the trenches with people.
Wow. And
it's a very similar sort of feeling, that camaraderie, you know, to the tradesmen now. It's very similar to sort of the military camaraderie, the harshness and the humour and stuff like that. And I think winning these awards really sort of reminded me what it was to be a tradesman.
Yeah.
You know, to be with them, with my people, I guess, and my sort of people I'd like to be around, you know, that don't judge harshly and are hard to offend.
Yeah.
You know, and this sort of, for find a better word, the snowflake mentality, where you can, obviously I'm not going to want this video, but you know, I've got a bit of a potty mouth. You know, words come out that could be, words come out that could be quite offensive. That to tradesmen, this this is how we talk to each other, man. There's no harshness to it. And obviously, I've been in the office environment for a few years now, both with WFP and with a previous job. And yeah, you forget that sometimes. You know, one of the best feelings is being out with the engineers and being on the tools. You know, it's a simpler life as well, I find. Like being on the tools. I guess everyone would sort of attain to that. They've got their own company, or being, you know, the manager of a division as myself, you know, as we've said before, that it's much simpler. It's an easier life. Not for graft, it's hard graft, but in terms of, you know, it's the stuff you do, it's your bread and butter.
Yeah.
It's the stuff doing and that, whereas obviously since I've been here for 6 months, all I've done is had to learn new skills. I've been an apprentice again, but now in an office environment, you know, so in summary, it was wonderful. It's also given me a passion to start with social media stuff again, which I've walked away from.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously back on Instagram and, you know, the Bearded Spark has
you can follow
revived.
Ricky. You can follow Ricky at the Bearded Spark. You will find him. He'll be the one with the massive beard, obviously looking like a Viking, so it's hard to miss. So.
Yeah, and you know, that's funny as well, because it's like what we're saying about this camaraderie. It's like it's the same with social media. I've spent so much time on LinkedIn that tradesmen ain't taking on LinkedIn. You know, this is what happens when we're on LinkedIn. You know, when you go up, but Instagram, that's where
everyone's there.
that's where you find the people on the tools again. You know, so yeah, it was incredible. Yeah, like I say, it was fantastic night. And I wasn't dressed to impress. And I still won, that's probably the best thing, I think.
If you see the pictures, we'll have links below to blogs and things that you can follow and see. But yeah, Ricky was dressed a little bit like a lumberjack, and
only trumped by the plumber of the year, who I feel terrible for because I've just added him on LinkedIn, completely forgot his name, which I feel like we've got to put out in the notes underneath because I want to check on my phone.
Yeah.
Kill. Turned up.
Yes.
I was like, that's my guy. You know what I mean? That is, I'll go to Kill every single day if I was.
Authentically?
Well, yeah, you wouldn't much to see, so you'd be fine. Yeah?
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your journey into becoming an electrician, like the early days? You referenced being an apprentice, which I know obviously since starting here at WP, obviously you've endorsed and we've hired an apprentice as well, who you're managing. So, yeah, let us know sort of about your journey to where you are today.
Yeah, so I started when I was 25, so I was quite late, you know. I spoke about the other day, 100 job rig. I'd done pretty much every job there was before I became an electrician. You know, just by chance, I got offered an opportunity to you know, be an apprentice, and I broke with my hands. You know, I thought I've got to make this work. If I didn't make this journey work, then where would I be? I was working in Sainsbury's at the time. You know, so I'm probably working in a warehouse, I had a forklift license, but who knows what I'm going to be doing. So I got given this golden opportunity. It took me 5.5 years because JTL had a bit of trouble with it towards the end of my apprentice, so 5.5 years to qualify. Which, you know, I was blessed with a really good mentor, Alan, or Sooty was his nickname, really brought my skills up. But the company was pretty poor, in all honesty, I'd done my apprenticeship with. So I got qualified, and then I got really just sick and tired of working away, not seeing the kids. So just after my youngest Oscar was born, first 3 months of his life I was just working away, or just coming out on the weekends, you know, and it was just a bit rubbish. So I said, I'm going to go out, got self-employed, start my own company. That didn't work out because I couldn't get a start-up loan, which is a whole different, really ridiculous story. So I was, you know, working for other people for about 3 years. So again, working on big construction sites, Goldman Sachs, big projects. So again, new skills by doing that.
Yeah.
And then it ended up with a gang was going around, like there was 5 of us, so working gang, I was sort of supervising. And then I decided I wanted to go into this management role. You know, I've been working myself for 3 years, and that's for some people, it wasn't for me. I like to be to a loyal company. Yeah. You know, so then I went and worked obviously for Morgan Stanley before I came in. I went there as an electrician for a year doing social housing, knowing that I wanted to go up and become a qualified supervisor. Right. So I've done that with them, and then obviously couldn't progress anymore there. And then the history of WFP, you know, so as we know, I think we've kind of told this story before, but it was literally, you know, I decided, right, and it's always a difficult decision when you think, right, I'm going to look for something else. And I think like literally the day I put my CV online, this job came up, and it was literally like you'd read my mind of what I wanted. I think you probably thought the same coming out the interview. You know, it was like almost like a match made in heaven for what both like WFP and myself were looking for. And then this was the only job that I applied for. But obviously, as you know, when you just as a heads up for anyone, you know, electricians and electrical managers are high in demand at the moment. It is, you know, it is the employees' marketplace. And I just got stupid. I think the first time I got 40 calls from agencies, just drug up. But yeah, that was obviously. I think he was the last one to call me a week later, and I didn't ever call back. Then we had the interview, and then obviously WFP, which is to this date the hardest job I've ever done. But soon to be, very soon to be, the most rewarding, I feel.
Yeah.
And I think that these are all probably so that we're moving in the right direction.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. No, it's from my own point of view as well, being there on the night, because I've worked very closely with Ricky since he started and sort of watched his growth. And even though it's only since May, there's been so much of an impact, not just on the division and pushing things like LED lighting, EICRs, and just educating all of us in the team to just really understand our trade, but just the impact on the team spirit. It's been great to watch. So sitting there, I literally, when Electrician of the Year, I was like, yes, because we were thinking about it. We were looking at the other people, and you know, kudos to every single person, every single category, because I think there were 18 categories, and they were powering through them, and there's so many brilliant people there, and everyone deserved to be there that the run-on was up. So congrats to everyone. But yeah, in the electrical category, we were up against I think 2 others. Electrical.
Yeah, Little Miss Electrical. Obviously, Little Miss Electrical. I do obviously know from social media, from other things, from when I've done stuff. So obviously, that's loads for women in the trade. So straight away, I feel like this is someone that brings women into the trade and does this sort of thing. Like that's hard to. Yeah. That's hard to you know, to be against.
No,
you know, someone that does so much for the industry in a different way to what I do.
Yeah.
So that was.
Because I think that's what it was about. It wasn't just recognising people on the tools. It was about recognising what people bring to it in terms of a vocation, not just a job. We all have jobs. We need to pay the bills, but it's what do you actually. How much do you care about this? What's your story? And why do you get up in the morning? Why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
So seeing all of those people like-minded who actually really love what they do,
yeah, absolutely,
was just infectious to be around that kind of environment. And obviously you brought with you your dad, not your dad, your granddad, and your brother.
Yes,
and that obviously I was sat next to them when you were going up on stage, and I could see your granddad's eyes just fixated on you, and just like welling up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he's so proud, I'm so proud. And then obviously one of the last awards, Tradesperson of the Year, and by that point we were kind of high off the Electrician of the Year. I was on my phone just like messaging everyone I knew. I wasn't even like paying attention. We were kind of just like, right, the night's over, we've got the award, all good. And then they say Tradesperson of the Year, and then it comes up in bold, Ricky Howell, and I'm like absolutely just stunned. And you literally, I swear, you just went and just got, you didn't even react, you just got up and went straight to the stage.
It was
just hilarious.
Just get up really quick. just everyone, because obviously you got like when you win sort of Electrician of the Year, every other electrician in the room congratulates you.
Yeah.
When you Tradesperson of the Year, everyone in the room congratulates you. You know, so it's a big thing, and he's obviously incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah, fantastic.
So thank you again to On the Tools and all the judges, all the participants, everyone that supported us, the team members at WFP, our customers, the people that make what we do a joy. You know, keeping people safe and compliant. It's not the most glamorous of things when you're talking to people and you're trying to tell them what they need to be doing, how to, it's one of those things that people see as sort of almost as a grudge purchase, and it's just a maintenance thing. It's not exciting, it doesn't fill you with joy, but hopefully with what we do and how we do it, we like to think that people love it. So,
yeah, it's like we always say, it's one of the things you have to get done, but you do get to choose your experience.
You do, exactly. You get to choose who you want, and
Yeah.
obviously, you know, any electrical work, I'm sure we will want Electrician of the Year to be on
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Bearded Spark over here to be the person that's looking after your building. So again, thank you to On the Tools, and shout out to Band of Builders. I was going to say Band of Brothers.
Well, that's the play, isn't it? That is the play on the words, yeah. Band of
Series.
Builders, yeah.
Band of Builders, who, yeah, absolutely brilliant to be the charity of the night on Friday as well. So I think they raised over $2,500. Which
Yeah,
is
and if you don't know Band of Builders, just go and check them out. Like what they do for tradespeople, families, it's really incredible. And I suggest you go and have a look at the first story, which was Give Keith a Lift, which is how Band of Builders started, something I know all about. But a really, really good charity for tradespeople.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic, so yeah, go and check them out 100%.
Brilliant. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the links below for our social media platforms and our blogs. And thank you for joining us. And thank you, Ricky. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Bye,
Cheers.
everyone.